Hey guys, it's Dandy. So today I wanted to kind of give you like a flip through of my recent travel journaling that I've done. We went to Florida. We went down to Panama City Beach and one of the state parks, St. Andrews State Park. And I did my travel journaling in my Canva notebook. So I wanted to kind of give you a flip through and show you some of the clips that I got while we were away. I was going to do just like a full video of just the clips, but I think it would be more fun to do it this way and show you my journal and kind of what I captured on camera. It was really fun. We haven't actually been to the beach like this in a very long time. We went sort of a few years ago in 2021, but we mostly went to Savannah on that trip and not so much the beach part. This time we went specifically for the ocean, so it was cool and I got to see the ocean and it was awesome. So yeah, so this is kind of to start out here. This was my packing list that I made. I always double and triple check my packing just so I don't forget anything. We took the car and road tripped it. It was about 7. I have no idea why it stopped recording that time, but might as well keep the tradition. Anyway, what I was saying is it was about 7 hours drive, 8 hours including the stops. Alabama was kind of a bunch of nothing, but it was cool because we left really early and it was super foggy and it ended up raining on us. We stopped in Birmingham to get Dunkin' and then kept driving, and then when we got to Montgomery we stopped to stretch our legs at this really cool cemetery. Mom and Dad stopped for Hank Williams, but I just liked the old graves. I just thought they were really pretty. And that far south you got into like the Spanish moss area, so a lot of the trees had the Spanish moss on them, and it was just really pretty. And then when we finally got to the hotel we stayed at was like kind of like a retro style hotel. It only had 4 floors, no elevator, only stairs, but it was really cute and we had like almost a whole kitchen in our room.
Oh. That's who that is.
That's so funny.
I told you I'd find one.
Hi, good morning. We're in Panama City Beach. We're at this cool retro little hotel, and that is the goddamn ocean. And it was pretty cool. They gave out these beach warning flag cards, and of course I put one in here because why would I not? This was kind of our view from the hotel. We had the ocean view, and it wasn't a super big hotel, so the beach itself wasn't very crowded, and that was awesome. When we got there, the first thing we did, of course, was go get in the water, and we saw a shark. When me and Dad were out in the waves, we were like 6 feet away from a black tip shark. That would probably scare most people, but I was so excited and I kept hoping I would see it again after it swam away. I think he was mostly just curious. They tend to be more curious sharks, so I just wrote a little bit about them and it was really cool. And then after that we went to this little shop, drove around a little bit to see kind of what was around. I'm sorry, I'm shaking this so much. We drove around a little bit to see what was around, and I got this guy and he's so cute and I love him, and he's made of wood. I just thought he was too cute to not get, so I got him. And then the next day we went to St. Andrews State Park. They have like a nature preserve there, and then it's also a really cool place to get in the water. But the first thing we did, because we left early so we could go to Gator Lake without absolutely dying and burning up from the heat, We didn't see any gators, but we did see a lot of really crazy looking birds. Gator Lake was pretty cool. It was a nice walk. The scenery was pretty. And then after we did that and we got super hot, we went and got in the water at the jetties. This was what I was really excited about because jetties are just so cool to me. I love big rocks. And the water was a lot calmer there, so I could get on my paddleboard. And I haven't got to actually paddleboard much since I bought it, so I was really happy that I finally got to get some use out of it. It was so pretty there. I took my little GoPro knockoff and I got a little bit of video, but it's a 10-year-old camera that already wasn't top-notch to begin with, so they're not great, but I'm glad I got to document some of it at least. And then when we got back to the hotel that night, we went out, we ate, and then we went out onto the ocean again. And then we kind of hung out there until sunset, and then we did some night walk to find some crabs. And my sibling found a huge ghost crab, and it was so cool. And the sunset was gorgeous.
Jump in the air, go woohoo! Jump! Jump! Yay! There you go! It's just a little ghost crab.
Awesome.
This is my favorite kind of crab. You'll hurt me. Yeah, that guy will hurt.
It was really pretty. The next day we got up and we left early to go do a little bit of shopping. There was a couple shops I wanted to hit at Pier Park, which is a spot in Panama City Beach. It's kind of like an outdoor shopping mall, I guess, but I wanted to go to the Build-A-Bear to get Buddy's passport. Hang on. There's this Build-A-Bear passport, and you can get it stamped. at different Build-A-Bears around the world, and so I had to do that. And I found him a little shirt, and it was cute. And there was a Zoltar machine, so I was really happy about that. And there was also a Zoltar penny machine, and I got a press penny that says Zoltar on it, so I was over the moon happy, ecstatic about that, because I love Zoltar. And I actually got to do one of the Zoltars that spits out a ticket. Every time I've tried, it hasn't given me a ticket, but it gave me a ticket this time, so obviously I had to keep it, and it made me happy. We ate at Margaritaville. I've never eaten at a Margaritaville. There is one at Universal, and I've never eaten there, surprisingly. It was okay. It was pretty good. I got the chicken quesadilla. I almost got the nachos, and part of me wishes I would have went with the nachos, but it was cool. I liked the theming. Jimmy Buffett is just kind of like a cool guy, so it was cool to eat there. We went to Ranjan, and I got the cutest little, I got this little turtle keychain, and I love it. It's so cute. There was a couple different ones I was deciding between, but I ended up getting this one because of the beads here. I just thought it was pretty. I have to tape this better. This is just not wanting to cooperate with me. But anyway, when we left Pier Park and it got way too hot to walk around again, we went back to the hotel and got in the water again. Most of the time spent on this vacation was just in the water because we went for the water. The waves were kind of getting a little choppier at this point, and during the day it went from yellow flag to red flag, so we were kind of being a little more careful this time. But it was still fun, and we stayed out till sunset again. This sunset wasn't quite as spectacular as the night before, but it was still really pretty. But yeah. I got these postcards. This one is different shark teeth, and this one is just, I liked the van. I thought it was cute, so I got that one. And then the next morning, it was the morning we left. I was really bummed that we were leaving, just because I love the ocean so much. But we went and walked to the county pier instead of the city pier because we thought it would be less crowded. And I'm glad we went to that one instead because I got to see a sea turtle. Now, for both of my animal encounters, I did not have my camera ready, and so I didn't get a picture of either of them, but at least I got to see them, and that was really cool. But yeah, I took my big camera and I got some pictures. I did also take my film camera, but that film has not been developed yet, but I'll be looking on the Instagram for when that does get developed because I'm excited to see the photos I took on that. Overall, it was a really good trip, and I'm really happy we went, and it was awesome, and I love the ocean, and I love the beach, and I love the sea. I wish I lived closer. There was, at one point, our cat, my grandpa was coming to feed the cat, and he couldn't find the cat one day, and we were all panicking, but luckily he was found, but that was kind of like the worst thing that happened while we were gone, thankfully. But yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how I'm gonna splice everything together yet, so I hope you enjoy the way I do, however I decide. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you're taking care of yourselves, and I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!